Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Irma, in case you guys are new here, and I just love creating makeup looks, new tutorials, and also reviewing some items that I haven't tried yet. If you like any of that and you're interested, do not forget to like and subscribe so that you do not miss out on any of my videos and reviews. Today's look is actually going to be this eye look. I did a soft line on that upper eyelid. It's just kind of floating in the middle where my crease is, and I only used 2 eyeshadows. But as you will follow along, you will see that this is a very simple and easy step, and it's just going to give you this, you know, pretty cute, unique look. And yeah, I'm just so loving it. What I ended up doing is I did take a trip to Sephora, and I just ended up buying some things that I was very intrigued by and that I had heard some good things, and I just wanted to go ahead and review them myself and give you guys my thoughts. So these are going to be some pretty cool items. It's going to be the mascara, it's going to be the eyeliner, it's going to be a setting powder, which I have used it before, but I'm going to be using it in a different area. Also, this lipstick, it is a new thing for me, a new formula, and I am in search of fall lipsticks, so I'm going to be trying to incorporate like new lipsticks into my looks. And yes, so I'm just so happy to share this one with you guys today. These are 2 of the lipsticks that I picked up in my search for fall lip colors. These are from Ysl, and one of them is more of a lip balm and the other one is more of a solid tone lipstick. As you can see from the swatches here, they are very similar in color, but one of them is more sheer and the other one is more solid. This one right here is the one that I'm going to be using in today's look. Just check out this packaging, it's just so beautiful, so lovely. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, I am ready to do my makeup now, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the face. The face is already primed. I did use my Too Faced Hangover Primer, which is one of my favorites, and I do use it on mostly all of my looks. I also have my eyes primed and ready to receive the shadows. This, I went ahead and primed it with my concealer, and the concealer that I used, where is it? Oh, here it is. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. The moisture one, I don't try to use that one because I just really want it to be more drying so that when I set it, my shadows don't move. So I don't want it to be like more hydrating. I want it to be this one that is more like just the original. This one is in the color 12N, and I do like to have my eyes a bit lighter so that when my shadows go in, they are going to pop out more and you can really just see the colors in their natural form. I have been using the Kosas brow formulas, and the ones that I've been loving is the pencil, this one right here. It does have this triangle point here, and I feel like it just works really good. You can really get the little lines that you want to do with the point, and then you can just like flip it over and fill it in. And what I do is just turn it over with the spoolie and just kind of brush it out so that you don't have anything that's too like harsh on the eyebrows. For the brow gel, I have also been using this one from Kosas, and this is the Tinted Brow Gel. The one that I'm using is medium brown, so I just like to go in there and just apply a bit of it in there, and it just helps to kind of fill everything in. I brush everything, I let that dry, and to finish it up, I do use this one right here, which is the Too Faced Fluff and Hold Gel, and I just love this one. I love the spoolie. I take off any excess that it has, and then I just kind of go into the brows, and of course then I go ahead and clean them up with some concealer. And like I said, the concealer that I use is this one from Shape Tape, and that's all I use it for. It's just for my eyes, for the eyebrows, and to prime my eyes. So I'm very excited for today's foundation. I'm going to be trying this one out, the Tarte Shape Tape Cloud Coverage. I have used it a couple of times, and I do love the way that it just looks on my skin, but I want to go ahead and do it on today's video so that you guys can see. I love the coverage of it, and it also just feels lightweight. It doesn't feel too heavy, at least not for me. You know, we all have different preferences, and it just feels different on our face and our skin, but for me this one really worked out, and I'm so happy that I added this to my collection. And let's get started. You guys, my hair is a little big, a little super fluffy, and you know, I'm loving it. I feel like it's just easy to work with, and yeah, I guess we're gonna do this fluffy hair look today. Going in with the foundation, I'm using this brush. This one is from Huda Beauty, and it's the fluffy like makeup brush. I did wash my brushes just a couple of days ago, so I'm excited to have some clean brushes. Sometimes it takes me a while to go in there, but I'm going to do a pump here, and this one is in the color Medium Sand. So I'm going to do 2 pumps. I really don't feel like putting my hair back with some pins, so I'm just gonna be moving it around and kind of just working with it. And I am gonna try to work a little bit fast here because I am getting ready for work, so this is gonna be my work look. So I went ahead and did a total of 4 pumps so far. I'm liking the coverage. I do feel like it's medium coverage, and it's just enough for me. You can still see some of the skin through, so it can give you a little bit of like a natural look. I'm just going in with the beauty blender to kind of just diminish any streaks or any lines. I really like to push my foundation in as much as possible. I am going to use a combo of 2 concealers right here for my under eyes, and these are both from Clinique. I am loving this formula. I have been using it lately, and I have been using it for work, which is a good sign that they are going to be working good for me, since by the end of the day I still don't see much like creasing or for it to be like collecting under my eyes or building up. They have stayed in place as long as I set it with a very light powder. So we're going to go ahead and go in with these 2, and for me this one is in the color CN28 Ivory and CN52 Neutral. So I like to do 3 little dots like that. This one's a little darker, so I feel like this one is going to give me the coverage. And then this one's a little lighter. I'm going to do 2 dots. And I feel like this one is the one that's going to do the brightening. Alright, now we have these dark under eye circles concealed and covered. And it just feels so lightweight, even though I did use 2 different colors, and I used a little bit more than I normally do. Normally I do the 3 little dots. Today I went in with 5 since I did 2 different colors, and we're gonna go ahead and set that. I'm gonna go to this little sponge right here. Well, it's a little puff, it's not a sponge, and I'm gonna go into this glowish right here from Huda Beauty. This one is in the color 2 Fairlight Luminous. This is just going to be a light amount, and I'm going to go right into the eye. Going into this cream contour, this one is the Makeup by Mario, the sculpting one, and this one is in the color Medium Dark. This is the Soft Sculpt Skin Enhancer, and I like it because it looks very, very natural. And I feel like that's going to be a good look for work. And I also love the cool tone of this. I find that this formula is so easy to work with. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this. So like for a beginner, if you're learning how to do like contour on your face, I really do recommend this one. You cannot go wrong, and it's super easy to blend, very buttery. You can either blend this with your beauty blender, or you can use a flat brush like I'm doing today. I just find it so much faster to do it with the brush these days. And then I go in with the beauty blender afterwards once everything is done, just to have everything, you know, melt together. For today's blush, I'm going to use a 2-step deal. I'm going to go in with the cream part right here from the Patrick Ta Duo palette, and then I'm going to go in afterwards with the powder part of it. So I'm just loving this color. This one is called She's Blushing, and yeah, let's get started. To apply it, I like to go in with a brush like this one right here. This is the Morphe R46, and I'm just going to go into the cream part of this blush. I like to stipple it first like this, and then I'm going to go in and work it in. To set all of these cream products, before I go in with any of the powdered ones, I do want to go in with a big fluffy face brush like so. This one is from the e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm going to go into this Lara Mercier translucent powder. I did want to bring this one up because this one is their new formula. It is talc free. I believe the finishings of this is going to be the same, but it is talc free, so of course we want to go in with better products, with something that's going to be better for our skin, and I went ahead and picked this one up, so I'm happy I did so. And let's go ahead and go in with it. So I just want to pick up a little bit with this big fluffy brush. I don't want too much, so I always do like shake away any extras, and then I apply it just like that. My light turned off. There you go. Back again with the Patrick Ta formulas. I'm going in with this duo. This one is the She's Chiseled color. It's a combo contour and bronzer. We're going to do the bronzer today since I already went ahead and did my contouring with the Makeup by Mario. So I'm going to pick up this brush, big one from Morphe. This is the R2, and we're going to go into the cheeks. I don't need that much. It's just going to be a little bit, you know. Stipple and brush. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into the powdered section here of the Patrick Ta that I've been using, the one that she's blushed, getting back that same brush, and I'm just going to do a little bit there, and I'm just going to apply some there. And it looks really dark right now, but once I start to blend it, it's all going to blend in together. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the cheeks, you know, just bringing this up so it can give us like a lifted look to the face. Going in with this little sponge that I've been using like all the time. I just love the angle of this. For the eyes, I'm excited to be using this huge palette right here from Violet Voss. It has such beautiful fall colors. So I'm just interested in seeing what I'm going to come up with for today's look. And I'm going to try to go a little bit fast because, as I mentioned, I do have to go to work. So I need to whip it up really quickly. Before I go into the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and set the face with this setting mist. And this one is from the Milk Cosmetics. This one is the Hydro Grip, and I just wanted to go ahead and start working on my face and just letting it dry, and by the time that I am done with the eyes, I can go in with the highlighter. I always like to do the sprays before like eyeliners and mascara. Sometimes I forget and I do it after I do my eyeliner, but definitely before I do any mascara, I like to do the setting sprays. That way it doesn't move your product and your, you know, black liners and mascaras. With this chubby little pencil brush, I am picking up the color Bold Sienna, and it's like a rusty orangey color. And today I'm going to go in with this look, which is a little different. It's just going to be like a little floating soft line in the middle. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. I'm going to use the same brush and pick up this color, the one it's called Trust the Rust. So it's right here. Lately, I've just really been digging these orange warm colors and then pairing them with like the purples, like the little, you know, Halloween vibes. So I'm just going to start here and then kind of wing it out and, you know, just floating in that middle space. You want to go very softly, very slowly. You don't want to put too much product all at once. It's easier to build it up than to, you know, go too harsh with that line and then trying to take it off. Now that I have the lines the way that I want them, I'm going to go in with a clean little brush here. This is a blender brush, and I'm just going to go over everything and sort of soften up the harsh line. Okay, so there you have it. I know it looks a little different, maybe a little weird, but once you put on that eyeliner and that mascara, everything's going to look very, very good. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this other little pencil brush right here, and I'm going to work on the lower lash line. I'm going to do a different color now, and this one is just going to go into the Bare to Rust color right here, that little brown right there, because I want to keep the interest on that line that I did there, and I just don't want to, you know, do too much on the lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with this one and just apply it right there on the lower lash line and smoke it out. And there you have it. That's about all I'm going to use for this palette today. I'm going to probably be using this one more often now during the fall and for some of my Halloween looks, which are coming up very soon. But now for this waterline, I'm going to do some gold, and this one is from NYX Cosmetics, and this one is called Glitzy Gold. Just pop it into your waterline. I'm loving the way that just opens up my eyes with that gold right there. Loving it so much. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner and my lashes off camera, my mascara, but I do want to let you know what I'm going to be using today. Is actually this Too Faced liner, the Better Than Sex liner. My first time using it. I've heard some good things, so let's see how that works out. And also this mascara. This one is from Makeup Forever. My first time using it, so let's see how that works out. And yes, that's about it. And then I'm going to pop some lashes on, so I will be right back. I am back with the lashes and the eyeliner. I did find the eyeliner to work pretty good so far. It does have that brush tip that glides very smoothly on the eyes, but we shall see how everything looks at the end and how it lasts all day. For now, I'm going to go ahead and do the highlighter, and I'm also going to be doing a combination. Today, I'm going to be doing the Ofra, and this one is in the color Rodeo Drive. It's one of my favorites, but I'm going to be doing this new one on top of it as a topper, and this one is from House Labs. This one is the color Fire Opal, and I'm just loving this orangey glow, and it's just going to top off my highlighter because I've used this a few times and I feel like it's more like separated, like more glittery, and I know some people don't like that look for the highlight. I prefer something underneath it, and that's the reason that I'm going to go in with this Ofra Rodeo Drive color. By the way, my lashes are not dry yet. I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next step so that I don't make this video super long. Just topping it up, giving it some of the orange particles here. Ooh. Very glowy. All right, we are almost done here, you guys. I'm loving this look. The final thing is the lipstick as always, and today I'm just excited to be sharing this one with you. This one is the YSL lipstick, and this one is the Balm. So I'm just loving the opacity of this one. I have used this one before, and I just could not wait to incorporate it into today's look. I am going to pair it with this lip liner from Buxom. It's more of like a pinky red, but I'm going to use it to outline my lips today. Very soft, very smooth. Loving it. Now let's go in with our beautiful lipstick. Look at this packaging, just gorgeous. The neat thing about these is that they do have that little lip brush at the end, so you can go in and just fix any imperfections. As I mentioned, I have used this lipstick before. This is my third time using it, and what I found is that it does give you sort of like a little bit of a lip stain, and I like that because it did last me all day. So, you know, even though it is not a liquid lipstick, it's a bullet lipstick, it just gives you such longevity. You guys, this is basically the final look. I'm gonna go ahead and go to work now, and I will be back after a day's worth of wearing this makeup, and I will be letting you know my final thoughts. So I will be back shortly. All right, loves, so I am checking in right now. I have been wearing the makeup for about 4 hours, and so far so good. I can say that the mascara, I really love it. I don't see any transferring, so this might be a favorite. The lipstick, of course, it's held on very good all day so far. I am gonna have to retouch it after my lunch or after I eat something. Now, I do want to say that the powder for under the eyes, the Huda Beauty, I do feel like it's too heavy for under the eyes. I feel like it's gonna work out for the rest of the face, but I did have to go in and sort of try to like take some of it off with a little napkin. I felt like it was too heavy, too much in that area, but for the rest of the face it worked out pretty good. And I will come back and check in with you guys later on tonight when I get home. All right, I will talk to you soon. I am back from a full day of wearing this makeup, and here are my thoughts. First, I do want to say that I did touch up my lipstick. Of course, we know this is not a long-lasting lipstick, but it is a very lovely. I'm loving the color. It did last me all day, as you can see from the clip. I just had to retouch it after I had something to eat, but it is just lovely, and it was pretty much long-lasting for it not being a, you know, liquid lipstick that lasts all day. Another thing that I do want to talk about is this mascara. I see zero transfer, and I have been wearing it all day. I am very, very impressed with it. This is the Makeup Forever mascara, and I have not had a mascara just last this long without no transfer, no nothing. It just doesn't budge. It's just right there, right where I put it this morning. I did my makeup this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. Right now we are 8 o'clock at night. This is a 12-hour period, and this mascara is fresh. Like, it's not gonna come off, it's not gonna do anything until I go and take it off myself. So yep, I'm gonna go ahead and try it more times, but so far I am very impressed with this. The foundation was lovely. I'm loving the foundation. It didn't move. It doesn't look like too oily or anything. It just looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to be picking this one up more often. Now, the thing that I didn't like too much was the powder under the eyes, the Huda Beauty Glowish. I just noticed it looked like kind of cakey. So basically, I just felt that this Huda Beauty powder was a little too heavy for under the eyes. I would use it for other areas in the face just to lightly set the other parts of the makeup. But for the eye, for me, I just felt like it was too heavy and it didn't work well applying it with the powder puff. I am going to use it again under the eye, but next time I'm going to apply it with a soft brush. Just very lightly go over under the eyes and see if maybe that application is better. Maybe this way it was a little too heavy, but we'll see, we'll see. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to the Pat McGrath for under the eyes, and also the Kosas powder, pressed powder, and the one that I use is in the tone Feathery. Also, the eyeliner was lovely. I am also very impressed with this one. It didn't move, it didn't do anything. It's very matte and it looks just lovely for the eyes. It was so easy to work with, very smooth. I just did it within a few minutes. It wasn't like tugging at my eyes or anything. This is a brush tip, and I really like the brush tips because I feel like it just glides on my eyes very well. When you have the felt tip, I feel like it kind of can pull on your eye, and then your line is not going to be as precise. But with this one, it worked lovely. I believe it was around $25. Also, I very much enjoyed that combination of the Patrick Ta products. That was the bronzer and the blush. I just loved how those two colors looked together. This one, the blush was She's Blushing, and this one was the bronzer, which is She's Chiseled. And I just love the way that those two looked together. Very nice. Loving it. So that's basically it for the new products that I used today. And now I do have to say, this has brought us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following along. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so that you do not miss out any of my future looks, any of my future reviews. I hope you guys are enjoying this channel as much as I'm enjoying making these videos for you. And yes, what can I say? Stay tuned. I am going to start doing my Halloween looks. That might be the next video coming up. So check it out. And yes, for now, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. You guys stay blessed, take care, and I will see you here on the next time. Thank you so much. Bye.